I find it crazy that I don't take a day off. I come here and I do the stream on the Merry Christmas Eve, and then I do the stream on the Merry Christmas, and then people think, oh, I'm gonna take off. Fuck that! If I'm here, you're here. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. Also, everybody in the chat right now, type 1 if you have a doggo or cat. Now, I know everyone here's a fish owner. I hear about it all the time. Vodka, gotta take my fish for a swim. Vodka, I gotta go wash my fish. Vodka, my fish is getting a haircut today. I be hearing about all the people with fish. Now, here's the deal, chat. Here's the deal. Check this out. We have been at, hold on. We have been at 25,000 followers forever, bro. We have been at 25K for a while, dude, for a while. And look at this right now. Look at this right here. You see this up here? 25,925. We're almost at 26K. We're almost at 26K. So what I need you to do right now. Now, normally most streamers would say, hey, chat. They'd say, hey, chat. Tell a friend. Fuck that. Everybody right now, look at your pet. Look at your pet, whether it's a dog, a cat, a fish, an iguana, a cow, a rhino, whatever you have, a panda bear, whatever you have in your home, look at it right now and ask them what they want their Twitch username to be. And make them a fucking account. It's been too long, and they deserve an account. They deserve one. They do. Big Teddy, Kitty Meister, Doggo, whatever fucking goofy-ass names you've come up with. Say the name of your animal right now in chat. Say the name. Does my mouse count? Yes! Say the name of your animal in chat right now. Do it. Imagine cost. Thank you for the tier 1. I just realized the other day that I've kept subbing this entire time, even though I haven't been able to watch the streams. Well, that means a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. It helps me out quite a bit. So W's in chat for that. TU, Milo and Finn, Ozzy Pawsborn. I don't believe that these aren't real names. These aren't the names. Big Boy Whiskey, Caramel. You guys did not name your animals this. You are full of shit. You did not name your pet this. Now, if I had a dog, chat, you know what I would name him? You know what I would name my dog if I had one? Go on. Praise me. Thank you for the prime, saying Merry Christmas, Vodka. I appreciate it. A Merry Christmas to you as well. I named my fish VodkaSunnyD. Shut up. Gio, I'm so sick of your shit. This is why you need to go to clown school immediately. All right. Okay, so if I had a dog, I'd probably name it Sleepy McSnoozy. I'm going to be honest. I'd name my dog Sleepy McSnoozy. But, and I think that's a peak name. If I had a fish, I would name him Bobby Diddle. I would name my fish Bobby Diddle, and I would name my dog Sleepy McSnoozy. And if I had a cat, I would name him Ace McNasty. That would be the names of my animals if I ever named an animal. I think those would be the names that I would go with. Yeah. That's definitely your opinion, man. What are you talking about? But I think if I could have an animal, chat, let me ask you this. If you could have any animal as a pet, what would it be? What would it be? I think mine would be, give me, like, what are those? Give me a red panda. I want a red panda for a pet. Yeah. Yeah, red panda. Or maybe just like a full-blown panda bear. Like, I want to come home and boom, there's like a 20-foot tall panda bear chilling on my couch eating eucalyptus. You know? I think that's what they do. I don't know.
Happy almost Christmas Day, Ace Attorney ref, if you catch my drift.
Yes, I've been seeing the Ace Attorney references. Ace Attorney, the first game especially, is so goddamn good. I would love an oarfish. I want a giraffe. I want an owl. Owls are kind of scary, but they're also kind of hype. I want a duck, a penguin, an elephant. You couldn't take care of an elephant if you wanted to. What? I want a fox. A fox would be cool with some big-ass ears. Just a big-eared fox running in. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, I'd want a big-eared fox. But anyways, we're getting off topic here. Peacock, what are you even going to do with that? What are you going to do with a peacock? You don't have what it takes to raise a peacock. You don't. You don't have what it takes. No, you do not. I want a snake? You're psychotic. Fuck that. Fuck that. Don't snakes, like, most snake owners get eaten. Raccoon? I think raccoons are, like, currently being, like, over time. Like, eventually they're saying we're going to have raccoons as pets. I have a PhD in peacocks. No, you don't. You don't even know what that means. You don't even know what you just typed. I want a black bear. You'll get eaten. Snakes are chill. You would also get eaten. I want a tarantula. There's... No. Just stop typing. Just stop typing. Just set your phone down. Take a break. I want a bunny. Like Lola Bunny. You sicko. I want a jellyfish. Oh! Something's wrong with this guy. Dude, chat. You know what would be a hype pet to have? You know what would be a hype fucking pet? Puffin. Hook me up with a puffin, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Puffin would be hype. Imagine coming home and one of these bastards is just chilling. Imagine waking up in the morning and boom! You see this guy just looking back at you. Oh, that'd be so hype. Look at this guy. Look at him. You wake up, boom! Puffin right there looking at you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting hungry looking at these puffins, dude. I'm getting hungry. Bro, imagine eating one of these. Oh my god. This probably... Oh my god, that probably tastes fucking delicious. Oh my god. Oh man. My taste buds are watering right now.
Happy birthday, Vodka. I hope Santa brings you presents.
Thank you, Gyu. Hey, wait, no, it's not my birthday. I thought you were saying Merry Christmas. That doesn't make any sense, what you just said to me. Why would one thing do that? I don't know. Listen, I don't know what sort of Mitch copy pasta you guys are posting, but because you guys have the audacity to do some Mitch copy pasta in my face, check this out. Boom. Done. See ya. Hey! Where did your Mitch copy pasta go now? Eat shit. You know, one thing about the emote only that I struggle with is, you know, sometimes people be posting VodkaSunnyD emotes and then sometimes they don't. And it's like, what are you doing? Chat, earlier today, someone was in my Discord and they're like, oh, I am the biggest Rio Reaper fan of all time. And I looked and they're not even subbed. It's like, bro, how could you be the biggest Rio Reaper fan of all time? You're going to get to see all the variants. You're going to get to see all the variants. How are you going to be the biggest Rio Reaper fan of all time and not have the Rio emote? How are you going to look at me with your fully decked out Rio profile on Discord and not have the VodkaSunnyD exclusive Rio emote to put all over Twitch? It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Like, if you guys are truly a real fan, whether it be of Higurashi, you would have this. ReZero, you would have this. Chainsaw Man, you would have this. If you are a fan of these medias, it wouldn't even be a fucking question. You would already have this. You would. If you were a fan of these medias, quintessential quintuplets, you would have this. Black Clover, you would have this. Hunter x Hunter, you would have this. You all talk this big shit like, oh, I'm a fan, Vodka. No, you're not. You're not. If you were a real fan of fucking Your Turn to Die, you would have this. If you were a real fan, oh my god, you're getting to see all the fucking... You're not supposed to see most of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is like if you were a real fan of Danganronpa, you would have this. That's all I'm saying. Type !sub or !prime in the chat today to sub for free with Amazon Prime or to sub normally and get yourself these emotes to use all over Twitch. I'm just saying, if you were a real fan, you would have it. That's all. That's all. Anywho, today we are getting into more DR and it is a pleasant day for all of you and for me, and I'm so excited to get into it. Kind of. I'm kind of excited. I have my hesitations. I feel like Chapter 5 is going to be rough. You know, I'm assuming everyone saw the last episode at this point, but, like, what? Kako, bro? Kako, bro? Chat's misbehaving today, bro. Chat's misbehaving. They know I don't want this copy pasta in front of me. They know that. They know it. But they keep posting it. They do. Rare Glepnir cameo? You actually know Glepnir? That's insane to me. That's fucking insane to me. That's wild. That's wild. You know, as they say, you know ball. I don't say that line often, but you do. Wow. Wow. Anywho. Alright, well, I'm going to put you on a mode only for the rest of the stream, and I'm going to talk to TikTok as priority chat. You guys have been you guys are misbehaving. No, you guys are misbehaving. You're slamming this copy pasta down my throat, and I said, hey guys, I don't want to read that, and you just kept doing it, so I'm going to switch the chats around and actually put you guys... So I have, like, a primary chat, and then I have a secondary chat, and the secondary chat, like, I can't even fucking see it. Like, I can if I go out of my way to look at it. And I think that's what we're going to do today. You know, I've been thinking about mixing it up a little bit, and I just, you know, I just don't know what we're even doing here anymore with what's going on. So, yeah, let's go ahead, and we're going to get you guys, hold on one second. Where did fucking, oh my god, why did they do this to me? Now shit's messing up on my screen. Shit's messing up on my screen because I'm moving you guys to secondary chat because you guys were bad. And, all right, there we go. Yo, what's up, TikTok? Hello, TikTok viewers. Today, we are playing DRA. It is good to see you all. Hello. Yes, what's up, Carmel? What's up, Neoma? What's up, The Average Random? I'm playing Danganronpa Eden. Wow, I don't know what that is, but hi. Hello, I am just live on TikTok today. What's up, E? Yes, I am just live on TikTok today. I didn't go live on Twitch today. Just wasn't feeling it. You know, I just wasn't feeling it, and I didn't go live on Twitch. I didn't go live. Yo, what's up, King? What's up, Impy? Hello. Hi. Yes. Yeah, I'm just not. What's up, Seer? Yeah, no Twitch today. We left him at home, and it's very good to see you all. Kind of. It's kind of very good to see you all, and I hope you're ready for DRA. It's just you guys, so yeah, we'll be hanging out, and it should be fun. Make sure you guys like the live, share the live, and it's just you and me today. It's just you and me. You're not live on Twitch? No. Not live on Twitch. Not live on Twitch. Not live on Twitch. So, yeah, if you guys have anything that you want to say, I'll be able to see it immediately. Be able to see it immediately. Yeah. Should be good. It should be good. But, yeah, so how are you doing today, TikTok? Hey, TikTok. How are you doing today? Are you doing well, TikTok? Good? Good. Where are the Twitch chatters? They're not here. 0 viewers on Twitch right now. And if there were viewers, certainly they would be behaving. I'm going in the girls' bathroom. No one can stop me. Never mind. The text that I can't read can stop me. Where am I going? Can I open this door yet? Where is everybody? I checked the back. Wait, is this something? Teruya? Hello. Ah, Yuki. You're here. I am here. Teruya, the 5th floor. It's covered in blood, and there's a room filled with dead bodies. Mitch's body is missing. Did you see it? No, even with seeing her sleeping in this room right now I can't even guess what happened here. It's like a terrorism event just ended. According to the tag on the door, this room is called the Parlor. The Parlor? I'm investigating what I can. By the way, Teruya, why? I have a question. Why is Teruya Otri asking if Teruya's okay? What's up with that? No. Why is Teruya Otari looking at me in my eyeballs and saying, hey, are you okay? Wait, he's checking out. He's doing a self-checkup. He's lost his mind. Huh? What do you mean about being okay? Well, it's bloody everywhere. I think even I feel the scale of our situation is getting bigger and bigger nonstop. I'm kind of saying this now, but Teruya, we were very weak against these things. I must say, you were timid. Yeah, Teruya, you were timid. You were timid, Teruya. Yuki sure knows how to talk, saying all these things in front of me. You're correct. Honestly, the 5th floor is shocking enough that I would never imagine the bloody scent that keeps hitting your nose. I just want to throw away this investigation and run like a coward. But we made a promise to Satsuki. Amen. We vowed to not run away anymore. Oh, hell yeah. I have a question for TikTok. TikTok, I'm gonna be honest. TikTok! Listen. Type 1 if you're listening and you can hear me, TikTok. Okay. TikTok, Twitch has been very bad. Should I reopen their chat so I can see their chat on the screen? Or should I leave them in the void? No, fuck Twitch, leave them in the void. They shouldn't even be able to watch the stream, leave them, boo, L Twitch, leave Twitch behind. Twitch is bad, let them sink, leave them there, read only Twitch, time them out. Alright, I'll leave them in the void. Alright. I mean, 40 people have just spoken. I'll leave them in the void. I don't know. For a little bit. And these goggles. Or, as Teruya likes to call them, googles. And these googles, Haruhiko's googles, are giving me strength. It's scary and I want to run away from everything. But every time I think about that, I think about them too. It's kind of funny when I say this, but I'm more serious than ever. No, I can see Teruya's determination clearly. I'm sorry for calling you a coward. To be honest, I'm probably more cowardly. I don't know who's saying what, because it just says Teruya's having a conversation with himself. I don't mind, at least it's not a bad thing to say. Well then, I'm going to continue investigating the parlor more. Is Maeda going to investigate here too? Oh, I'll go somewhere else. I'll leave the parlor to you. Okay, I hope you find something too. Everyone is growing up. Akane surpassed Ayame's death, and Makaru also began to acknowledge and cooperate with us. Teruya also became mentally strong in the sense of Haruhiko's redemption. Even though Kinjo is fainted by shock, he too began to recognize his twisted values. Not to mention Haruhiko and Satsuki, who threw away their lives to save us. But what about me? Am I growing? Somehow it feels like everyone is moving away. It's like I'm the only one stuck in one place on my own. No! Why am I suddenly immersed in this state of futile inferiority? I'm struggling as far as I can to defeat the Mastermind alongside everyone else. That's the only action to think and act right now. I think I've searched all the new places. Alright, round 2. TikTok, Twitch has calmed down a little bit. Should I make Twitch visible again? Yes or no? And remember, TikTok, that's your brother. That's your brother, TikTok. No. Fuck them. They're stinky. No. Yes. No. They deserve to free. Execute them. That's crazy. Leave them in timeout. Alright, I'm going to bring them up on the main screen real quick. I'm going to bring them up on the main screen. And I'm just going to let you guys talk to them. Alright. I brought them back. I brought them on the main screen. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, TikTok. They do not like you very much, TikTok. I'm going to be completely honest, TikTok. They are saying some crazy shit. Fuck you, TikTok. Stupid idiots. Fuck you guys. Little brother TikTok. We are better sibling. We hate you, TikTok. Oh my God. Oh my, they're coming at you right now, bro. They're coming at you. At least we don't spoil the fucking game. They're not wrong. See you in 5 minutes when you get taken down. Alright, this is actually the best message I've seen. I'm sorry, they're roasting you, but this shit's funny. This shit's funny. See you in 5 minutes when you get taken down. TikTok does get taken down a lot. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. All bullshit aside, that was pretty funny. I think I searched all the new places. I decided to return back to the dormitory. There's so few of us. Oh my god. There's barely any of us now. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Where is everybody? After roughly completing the investigation of the newly opened places, we decided to gather at the dining hall as usual to report on the investigation according to Makaru's proposal. Now, let me hear what everyone has investigated. This is the first time a report is being conducted by only 4 people. You know, I need to do a report real quick. TikTok, who do you like more? Type 1 for Twitch chat, type 2 for YouTube chat. Who do you like more? Type 1 for Twitch chat, type 2 for YouTube chat. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. And Twitch, who do you like more? Type 1 for TikTok chat, and type 2 for YouTube chat. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Damn, if you're watching the YouTube VOD right now, go to the comments and let me know who you like more, TikTok or Twitch. Damn, apparently they both really like you, YouTube. Oh my god, you're liked! This is the first time a report is being conducted by only 4 people. There are only 4 of us in this giant room. It can't be helped. Kinjo and Kurokawa are unconscious. And Kisaragi, well, he's completely off topic. Hey, but is it really necessary to report on the investigation here? That is, well, the eyes and ears. I mean, we're just out in the open. Akane glanced at the surveillance camera and blurted out her words. I think I know what she wants to say. It would mean that our report of the investigation could be comfortably done in Makaru's room, which is not affected by the surveillance cameras. No. You guys have been doing reports in the dining hall so far, haven't you? Then you better do what you've been doing. And I said this, didn't I? You can't stay in that place for long. I said I'll call when we really need it. Until then, do as usual. Although I'll praise you for not saying anything without thinking. Honestly, how do you say this out loud? Honestly? Honestly. I know it's honestly, but I'm saying, like, if this was actually what she was saying, how the fuck do you say that out loud? Ho-net-sly? Honestly, you guys were dubious. She's used that word multiple times now. You guys were dubious about your likeness and words. But now you're doing very good. Oh my god, Yuki's gonna start acting weird now that he's gotten some Makaru praise. Oh my god, yes, thanks! Wow, I was praised by Ray. You look like a real teacher. She's not just a real teacher, right? An ultimate level professor, too. Oh my god, the Ray glaze. Oh my god, the Ray glaze. Please don't make the same sounds as Maeda. Damn, the call out! I told you, Yuki. I told you can't be acting up like that in front of Ray. Because she meant to, that's the thing. Every time Yuki goes, every time Yuki goes, well, actually, Makaru, blah, 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 blah. Every time Yuki does that, you know Ray makes a mental note. Ray doesn't forget that shit. Ray does not forget that shit. She knows Yuki's acting goofy. She knows it. And she notes it. And here she is clocking him right now. For all the time he's acting goofy. Let's begin the investigation report. As you know, we've investigated it. The 5th floor was uniquely different. The different atmosphere of this entire school. Yeah, the first thing I discovered was the ribble blood stains spreading across The 5th floor and the signs of destruction. I can't even guess what happened in there. I don't think the corridor was originally like that. Is it something like a terrorist event that happened at Hope's Peak Academy? Because when the 2nd floor was opened, there was a notice in the library that the doors to Hope's Peak would be closed. If there was that, then the serious problem mentioned in the notice is what was left on the 5th floor? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. When we entered Hope's Peak Academy, there was no notice that Hope's Peak was closing, and the 5th floor should have been fine. Actually, I have a guess about that problem, but I won't talk about it here, so I'll call you later. For now, let's skip this and start with something else. Oh, well, the rooms on the 5th floor were parlor, collection room, record room, and laboratory. There were 4 rooms in total. I checked the parlor room, like the kitchen and the dormitory. There were cooking utensils, like a gas stove or kitchen knives, so it seems possible to cook in there. Of course, the whole room is covered in blood, so no one would want to cook in a place like that. I don't know, maybe a vampire. I'll shut up. I'll just shut my mouth. You know this game is good when the translation can't bring it down? You know, I was at dinner last night with someone, and the guy said, hey, I've been tuning in to some of the stuff you've been playing. He said, Danganronpa Another. I see all these videos of it on your YouTube. He was like, are you actually enjoying whatever that is? And I go, yeah, I've been having a great time. And he goes, really? And he's like, well, what is it? And I'm like, it's free. It's like, you get the Danganronpa experience. I was like, it's very good. Strong cast of characters. The trials, they get real funky with them. Very, very good. And they don't really waste your time either. Your time's, like, valued, you know, while you're playing it. I was like, downside, quality of life sucks. You're going to be improving during the text. And you can't do free time events. And I was like, but it's free! I was like, but it's free! And he said, well, you know Danganronpa better than most people, so if you're recommending it, then I'm going to try it out. So I got another one. I got another one. Because, to be honest, the translation and stuff really doesn't bring down the quality. This game is hype. This game is fucking hype, dude. This game's so good. Just gotta improv it a little bit, that's all. I do wish there were free time events, though. Like, if I could have whatever I wanted, I would love to get to know these characters more. And I mean, there technically is, like, in the first chapter, but you know what I mean, like, throughout the entirety of the game. That'd be sick as fuck. I examined the collection room, like Odori said. It was bloody in there. Well, there was something. There was a picture of him. Huh? Him? The 3rd president of the Kisaragi Foundation, Yamato Kisaragi. The picture of Kisaragi was hung in the frame of the wall. Is that so? That's not all. Next to it were the pictures of people named Yasuku Kisaragi and Hanzo Kisaragi, saying they were the 1st and 2nd representatives. Kisaragi Hanzo. Isn't that the owner of the graduation album? Yes, the 1st representative. I don't know what they're talking about, to be completely honest. Yusako was also. It is clear that there is something related to Kisaragi Foundation and Hope's Peak Academy. No, wait. Yamato Kisaragi was the 3rd representative? The Kisaragi Foundation couldn't change the representative so quickly. What time frame would this be? It would have been Kisaragi Hanzo at the day of the entrance ceremony. No, this can't be either. Ray, what's wrong? Yeah, Ray, what are you mumbling to yourself? 'Cause I have no idea. Never mind. So what else? Other than that, in the collection room, there were those 3. The newspaper clippings. Oh, that's right. Guys, there was something very suspicious, but we had a clue that seemed promising. Look at this. What is it? What is this? What'd my girl Akane get? Look at the contents of it. Looks like a notebook someone cut out and scrapped. The newspaper articles. What the fuck is this? The worst desperate event in human history. What kind of joke is this? Again, I don't know if it's a translation thing, but I thought Ray already, like, reviewed this. You know what I mean? We don't know either. It was on the desk of the collection room. As it's written here, it seems that there's been an exponential increase in mobs around the entire world, and we're rioting in each country. Don't be ridiculous. This would have reached the army if that were the case. If you look at this paragraph, there's been a reactionary molecule or key people among the mob that's responsible for the events of the disaster. So the response team in the event were not under control due to the reactionary molecules that have been stained by the mobs. What the fuck are they talking about? The epicenter of this riot is called Hope's Peak Academy. We're gonna take over a school and then we're gonna ruin the world. Ray Makaru's response, stupid. But I didn't know about such an event. We don't, right? I mean, this massive terror cannot happen in just a few weeks like we are. That's true. Maybe it was Monokuma's manipulation. Honestly, it's not even real that a giant Monokuma destroys a building. It's not even science fiction. So wait, is Monokuma just like Godzilla? Is that what's going on here? It's also too absurd, but it's not that there is only the possibility of manipulation. According to the newspaper, the worst desperate event in history of mankind has occurred in the future. In the future? It must have been about 2 weeks since we were here, the entrance ceremony. But even calculating from that time, there's still a few months left until the date written in the newspaper. Dude, I have no idea what they're talking about. If you guys are looking for some saucy commentary, I don't got you. Because what the fuck are they? I mean, I get it. They're talking about the biggest, most awful, most tragic, most desperate, most stimulating event in human history. Anyways, here's a big raffle. Type exclamation point join to join the big raffle. Where's Kinjo? He passed out during the last trial. And he hasn't woken up. He's in like a fucking coma or something. Then what is it? It's not like the newspaper flew in from the future in a time machine. I also heard Maeda's words and thought this could only be a manipulation. But I don't know why they would make such an elaborate operation. If you think about it, it's obvious that all the videos of the first motive to be manipulated. So there's nothing to be surprised about now, right? Future, 5th floor, Hope's Peak Academy, 3rd generation representative, as expected. I'm convinced at this moment. Makaru, what's wrong? No, I'll tell you later. It's always I'll tell you later. If Makaru fucking dies, I'm gonna lose my shit, because it's always I'll tell you later. Give me that notebook, I'll handle it. Okay. For now, put all suspicious things on hold. What's next? Did you find anything else? Maybe it's for the best, but Makaru, aren't you overlining too roughly? Of course, I think it's a manipulation, but I think we should put some thought into it more. Makaru stared at Teruya without saying anything, and raised her head towards the camera. Yeah, although it's better to leave the complicated thinking aside, let's continue the investigation report. Well, I mainly investigated the collection room and hallway. There was a place called the record room. What goes on in there? Oh, I don't know. What the fuck do you think goes on in the record room? Record room? I couldn't enter. The door is locked with a password input device, so if you don't know the password, the door won't open. Ugh, sounds very important. Then what about the lab? Did anyone search the lab? You don't want to know what I found in the lab. We don't talk about what I found in the lab. Oh shit, did Ray look in the lab? Oh shit. What? Ray? Maeda? You two went silent all of a sudden. Don't be alarmed and listen. It's something we learned while searching the lab. There were 16 capsules in the lab. In those capsules were the bodies of the people who have died so far. What? Huh? Did I hear something wrong just now? No, if you want to go see Ayame, she's upstairs, bro. Are you deaf? It's bodies. Of the 15 of us, there are 16 capsules, including Yamato's. And the dead ones have their bodies stored inside them. Surely this is just nonsense. A real corpse? I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Monokuma took out Maki's body and showed me. That's so horrible. How can you do that to humans? I'll admit, it's twisted. But Monokuma's insane anyway. Anyways, in the case of the people who are still alive, a green light is on the capsule. That means, if we die in the future, we'll be put in that capsule? Yeah. That's crazy. I can't forgive him for harassing people who have already died. Yes, it's better if you get more fighting spirit. We need to look for more clues. Unfortunately, the lab had nothing else to be discovered except that insane site. Then that's everything from the 5th floor compared to the previous one? I guess the progress was somewhat better. Dude, my feet are so fucking cold. Dude, no. Fuck winter. Chat, don't look at my feet. I need socks, bro. I need socks for real. It's so cold. I'm freezing. I'm freezing my little feet off. I found one sock. I found one. I got the one sock curse, bro. No, my feet are dying over here. My feet are so cold right now. I can't. I'm fucking dying, bro. I just have a bunch of jackets laying over here. I have just the largest selection of jackets and no socks. Hoping to get lucky. Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. I found 2 different socks. 2 different ones. This is the worst. This sock is like a little baby sock. And then this sock is like big boy long sock. If I put them both on, I'm gonna be even more uncomfortable than I was. Why is it that I couldn't be lucky enough to find 2 of the same stock? Somebody hates me and wants me to die. No, I am in the palm of someone's hand as a little baby vodka voodoo doll. And they're making my feet cold. They're like putting my little toes on some ice. I hate this, bro. I need a real sock. A real one. Okay, good news. I think I found working. Are you kidding me? I found a 3rd different sock. I found a 3rd different sock. No! I have quite literally 3 different socks. No! Okay, wait, I think I got it. Okay. No, my feet, chat, you gotta give me a second. My feet are so cold. Why do you not have pairs? Listen, let me tell you something about myself, chat. You ready? My chances of getting a wife are going to disappear. They're going to evaporate in front of me when I say this. Are you ready? When I do laundry, I scoop it up, throw it in a basket, and that's it. I do the laundry, and then I do not fold it. I do not sort it. Now, I'll say this. I do have shirts and hoodies that are very expensive, and they have nice prints on them. So I'll wash those in cold water, and then I won't put them in the dryer. I'll hang them up. So I do hang up my expensive shirts and my expensive jackets. I do. But anything else that I can throw in the dryer that dries from heat, just throw that shit in a basket. You've doomed yourself to frozen feet? I don't know, man. My feet are feeling pretty warm right now. At least he has some standards. Like this jacket right here, I would never throw this into the dryer. I would never throw this into the dryer. Same with this shirt. That's why the prints are nice and visible. I do laundry a lot, though. At least I do the laundry. I just don't fucking hang it up. I mean, I do that too, but I eventually fold them and put them away. No. What do you mean put them away? I have a basket. I have a basket filled with clean clothes, and I have a basket filled with dirty clothes. And when I want something, I fish it out of the basket. What do you mean fold it and put it away? Put it away where? Where am I putting it away at? Where the fuck, where am I putting it away at? Yeah, what do you mean put them away? You have, drawers and shit to put them in? I don't. In a drawer and a dresser? I don't have that shit. I just told you, I have hangers. I hang my shit up. I hang my shirts up and my jackets up. What dresser? What are you guys going on about? Do people actually have dressers that they keep their clothes in? This has got to be a lie, bro. This has got to be a lie. I have a pile on the floor. Real. There's another door right at the end of the 5th floor. But that was also locked. No, but isn't it weird? The 5th floor was mentioned to be wide open by Monokuma. But there are 2 places locked. Yeah, I know, he lied. This Monokuma's off his meds. He just lies, he cheats, he steals. It's wrong to believe what he says in the first place. Looking at your priorities right now, you don't know anything about the library either. Suddenly the library came up. Oh, that's right. There was a locked door behind the library that was also open there. Yes, I told Maeda. It's the way you heard it. The inside of that door was a small solitary room, similar to the 5th floor. Flower pots are broken. Even if there's a bookshelf, all the books are gone or damaged. But I found something interesting in it. Interesting? It was only half torn, but it was a diary written by someone, like a small notebook. Maeda, don't interrupt my words, you swine!
Oh my god, Ray Makaru, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Anyways, the contents of the diary are like this. We barely arrived here. For the time being, Will. Also, this diary was still here. Well, there are only a few who come here now. A day has passed. Everyone can't hide their anxiety, but they can't help it. We can't get out of this place. In worst case, we could live here forever. But it would be better than... Quite a bit of time has passed. Now the mood is somewhat calming. However, I feel an unknown anxiety. Is this really it? The anxiety I felt inside was getting bigger and bigger. I don't want to believe it, but if there's a class among us, from the moment we entered, then we're finished. The suspects are them. They are suspicious. That's what it said. Was that weird? I don't even know what they're talking about. It's no wonder that you don't understand, because you're an idiot with no way to salvation. Some of the letters are blurred out, and the back part is not torn, but this alone gives you a great clue, doesn't it? A clue? Yuki doesn't even get credited for his own lines? Man, this is sad. Listen, the thing is that he's been too goofy with Ray, bro. He's been too goofy with Ray. He rocks on in with Ray, and he's like,
Ray Makaru, I would love to bark for you like a dog.
and Ray's just like incompetent. He's like, it's been their whole dynamic. Yuki needs to stay, dude. It's not Yuki slander. Yuki needs to stay in his lane and go cozy up with Tsurugi. All I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying. You can be a Yuki fan, but are we actually shipping Ray and Yuki? Really? Really? Come on. Come on. Listen, if you want to ship like Yuki and Akane, I fuck with it. All right. I'm trying to think. I need to look at the list. I need to look at the list. Like as soon as we get out of here, I need to look at the list. We might live our whole life here. We can't get out. Doesn't it feel similar to our situation? Well, there's that too. But I'm not sure about the person who wrote it was in the same position like us. But it's a bit different from us when they say we barely arrived. And it was written that long ago because of the dust on the paper and dry ink. I mean, it may be a little different, but it was written by a person in this building. Now then, I'll ask at this point. If there's a person who wrote this article, out of the 16 of us, including Yamato Kisaragi, who would it be? That's a good question, I don't know. Teacher, I don't know. Huh? Well, wouldn't it be possible to find out by doing a handwritten survey? That's actually a good idea, but how can we get everyone to agree? And then we also have, like, a lot of dead people. But that method won't work with our dead friends, and we already know the person who wrote in this diary is the current people alive. I'm assuming he's saying that we don't know if it's someone alive right now, because we don't. No, the handwriting check is bullshit. But Maeda is right. Ray swears, dude. Ray curses. I just want to get that out of the way. Ray does say no words. Ray says bad words. You're a teacher. You're a teacher, Ray. You can't just be breaking out the BS. You can't be doing that. No, the handwriting check is bullshit. But Maeda is right. The person who wrote this article is one of the currently living people. How do you know that? Huh? How can you be so sure? It's a guess. But from the nuances of the first paragraph, the author was not the first person to arrive here. But we were the ones to attend Hope's Peak Academy for the first time. Except for one person. The one who is unidentified, and sure enough to hang a photo in this building. You don't mean Kisaragi? It is most likely him, or Mikako Kurokawa. Why Mikako? In here. That's all I can tell you, in this place right now. Other than that, there were no other new clues. Thank God. This whole, report of what happened's been boring! Faithful Ari, thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate it. Can I get some W's in chat? Right. But we're in trouble. We found out very little. No, we didn't have a clue before, but we found a lot. That's a huge fact, too. Really? That's Ray for you. What is this smug-ass Ray look? Wait, bro. Smug Ray? Smug Ray entered the building? Wait, whoa. When did Smug Ray get here, dude? Smug Ray. Well, this is also a fact that I realized after investigating with you guys. In that aspect, you have my gratitude. Thank you. A thank you from Ray Makaru. Well, that's weird.
Makaru, where are you suddenly going? What about the investigation report?
What is it? Aren't we done reporting? This is all I can tell you in this place right now. I'll call you later, so do your usual stuff. She's gone. We've gotten a lot closer since Ray said she was going to be with us, but it seems like she's reluctant to be working with us at all. Still, where does Makaru want to do this? Let's think better. Right, everyone noticed what Makaru was trying to say, right? Yes, now Ray is even more dependent, so let's follow Ray's words. Aye. Then we have to go to that newly opened library room. I'll go around and investigate. Let's behave as Makaru suggests. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but something bothers me a little. What? What is it? What's wrong, Akane? No, it's just, I'm worried about Kinjo and Mikako. Mikako, my lord and savior, Mikako. Can I get an amen? Mikako! We love Kako. Mikako Kurokawa, our lord and savior who always leads us in the right direction. Mikako Kurokawa, who would never do any wrong. We should all take this time to appreciate Mikako Kurokawa for what she has done for us. Let us all praise Mikako Kurokawa, the ultimate exorcist. Yeah. Well, that's one thing, but now that the first aid has been done, we have no choice but to wait for them to recover. That's true for Kurokawa, but is Kinjo not awake? A day has already passed.
Yep, that's for granted. If Kinjo was awake, he would have been severely punished, because he didn't come out when introducing Kisaragi.
Monokuma! Go away, we never called you.
Whoa, easy. I just came to answer Maeda's question anyway. One more thing about Kinjo. I haven't seen any signs of him waking up, or any shocks at all.
He's not dead, is he? That would be fucking insane. It's gone. Still, after listening to Monokuma, it makes sense. If Kinjo had been awake, he would have heard Monokuma's call and came to the gym. Because if we don't follow, we get punished. That's more worrying, though. Kinjo, I haven't seen any signs of him waking up. Honestly, when he was in the ballroom, and then waking up to see stuff like this, I'd rather want him to be faded. Yo, no. We want... Chat, we need Tsurugi to get up now! What happened to Kinjo? He, like, had a fucking internal crisis. Like, he had a panic attack and passed out. He had a panic attack and, like, passed out, bro. He is not doing well right now. Yeah, Yuki, you gotta get in there and give your boyfriend a smooch! Chat, what are y'all doing for the holidays? I'm in a very chatty mood today. I'm in a very chatty mood. I feel like chatting with you guys. Nothing? Great talk. Great talk. I'm going to New York City, opening gifts and getting crunk. Napping, hanging with family. Tonight, I'm probably gonna go get ramen with a friend I haven't seen in a while. And then... Oh my god. Chat. Does anybody know how to turn... Who's familiar with Discord? Who's familiar with Discord? Does anybody know how to turn off this fucking shit where you can see people changing their status? Like, anytime someone updates their status, it notifies me, like, on my phone. Like, on my phone, on my screen. It's like, hey! This person wants to die! And I'm just like, bro, what? Notification? Like, I went to go look at my phone to see if my buddy messaged me back. And I see, like... Oh. Actually, my buddy did text me back. We can get food... another time. No worries. I was supposed to get some... Alright, well, I'm free now. I'm free now. I was supposed to get ramen with an old friend, but it seems that his girlfriend is saying that it's Christmas and he's not allowed to go out. And, you know, that's not my business. That's not my business. But it is something that I see occur quite a bit. With my friends. So, yeah. Status notifications. Oh, I'm turning off status notifications immediately. Immediately. Oh my god, dude. That's fucking annoying. I don't care about anybody's status change, bro. Come on, bro. Thank you, chat. Who wants to see the status change? I'm gonna be real with you, bro. If somebody's putting up a status on Discord, it's usually like, and I don't mean to be rude, it's usually like pretty cringe. I don't even like to use the word cringe, but, like, it kind of is. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, it's, like, some poetic shit, usually. And I'm like, what? If I'm gonna put... Now, there ain't nothing wrong with being a little poetic. You know what I mean? If you want to be a little poetic, if you want to be, like... If you want to, you know, post some Alien Stage lyrics in your bio... You know, if you want to put, like... Make me your god, I can give you everything. If you want to, like, put that up there, don't make it your status. Put it in your bio. Put it in your bio. Because the thing is that if you put it as your status, everyone sees it. Everyone sees the cringe-ass poetic shit you're putting as your status. But if you tuck something nicely into your bio, might be a little poetic, might be some lyrics, you know, the people who see it will be people who likely want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're seeing someone's bio, they clicked on your profile. You know what I mean? So, like, they have some ounce of interest. But if you're just changing your status to every person you have added on Discord, bro, and it's some goofy shit, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right, bro. You're not doing it right. My bio is full. You gotta mix it up. You gotta keep it fresh. No, I believe that if you were Kinjo... You would surely... No, I believe that if you were Kinjo, you will surely realize your wrong values and wake up. All right, Yuki. Yeah, I feel the same way, and it's best to join forces with Kinjo and get out of here, right? I was just joking. All right, then let's move. Shit, dude. Well, I'm open for dinner plans later. Does anyone want to get dinner with me later? Makaru realized something due to the newly discovered clues on the 5th floor. Thanks to the surveillance camera, it was hard to talk right now. So for now, let's spend time investigating as usual until Makaru wakes up. Yeah, dude, no, I went to look at my phone just now, and there were 4 notifications, 4 different status changes. The fuck? Bring chat to dinner, Vodka? God, I wish. I wish I had an IRL streaming setup, chat, that was high quality, and I could just bring you guys to eat with me. That would be so awesome. We could do just chatting. We could, like, order shit off the menu, try shit. Oh, that'd be so nice. Come to think of it, I also decided to talk to Kisaragi as well. Before we investigate, I should properly talk to him. I couldn't communicate well, but I think he's still on the dormitories. Let's find him. There is something I want to do real quick. First of all, we're going to save. Second of all, not special. Equipment. Where is it? Objects? Perfect. There's something I want to do real quick. Okay? What I want to do, and I used to do this in V3. And I want to do it again right now. Alright? I'm going to go through the characters, and I want to see the likelihood, like, what, if they would succeed as a streamer. Alright? If they would succeed as a streamer. Kanata Inori, I feel like she would be averaging, like, I think she'd have a good 100 viewers. She would be one of those, she would definitely be, like, a medical teaching educator. I feel like she'd be, like, 100, few hundred average kind of streamer. And people would enjoy themselves there. I think people would enjoy themselves. I do. Oh, my God. Thousands. She'd have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 viewers. Easy. 4K CCV. Calling it right now. 4K CCV in the stream space, bro. She'd be doing flips, tricks, games. She'd be gaming with the chat. She'd be a streamer that'd be like, all right, everyone try to load into this Among Us game right now. She would break the server to game. She would go in and the server would break. Bro, the server would break. It would. Kinji Uehara. I feel like I would hear about him a lot on Twitter. I feel like he would say stuff that would, like, assholes would clip out of context, and he'd get put on Twitter. I think he would go viral on Twitter, but I think that he would find his audience. He can't use a phone. Well, he could, remember? You gotta remember Chapter 3. He could. That might have been a lie. I think that, as a streamer, I think he averages like a 90 to 100. If he really blows up, maybe he'd have like 800, 900. I'm not sure though. Who else we got? Teruya? Now Teruya's a merchant, bro. Here's what I'm thinking. I think Teruya would like have like, I think he'd blow up, right? He'd have a good like 400, 500 viewers, and then he would monetize so hard. He'd monetize so fucking hard, make a disgusting amount of money off of what he had, and then never stream again. That's what I think. I think he would make a disgusting amount of money, and then he would never stream again. You would never hear from that guy again. Tsurugi, oh man, I think he would, dude, I'm not sure. I feel like he could do some streams where he does like crime react videos. He'd probably get canceled for having like a different opinion from someone and trying to defend himself on Twitter. Like he would be in the Twitter trenches as well. Problematic people still do well though. I'm guessing like an 800, 900 CCV. 800, 900 CCV. You know, I think that's what we would have going on there. But he would have some haters for sure. Holy shamini mahamini Mikako. 8,000. 8,000 CCV. She wouldn't have to say much. She would just sit up there, play her game, and when she speaks, everyone would be like, 8,000 CCV. Most popular streamer so far. Haruhiko? I feel like Haruhiko would fall into that boat that like a lot of like male streamers do. I feel like he'd be entertaining. But he would not I think he would plateau at like 120 viewers. I think he'd partner. I think he'd partner with Twitch, which is still an excellent achievement. I think he'd be probably where I'm at, like, you know, you hit the hundreds occasionally. You want to do better, but you're just kind of stuck in the 100 range. That's what I'm thinking. I think he's 100 CCV range. All right. Who else we got? Akane? Oh, man. I feel like Akane would get a lot of haters, too. Just because, like, you know, nice girl online. You know what I mean? There's a lot of just, like, a lot of people that want to bring other people down. I feel like Akane would get hit by that more the more she grows. I still think that she would get, like, a solid 400, 500 CCV. I don't see her reaching the thousands. I don't really know what she would do. But I feel like that her initial base charisma would bring some people in. I'm thinking 400, 500 CCV for Akane. Akane's a good one. Who else we got? Kizuna? Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, like, what, is she gaming? Is she streaming, like, her fucking practices? Like, what is she doing? I don't know what she's doing. I feel like she'd still pull in an easy 1,000, but I don't know, man. I definitely think there'd be some clips coming out of, you know, days where Kizuna's a little bit stressed, days where that other side of Kizuna come out, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, I think she'd hit the 1,000 CCV, and then she would have, like, a decline after that once some clips of her come out. Definitely a vlogger. She's gonna get canceled, bro. She's gonna get canceled for something. I still think she hits though. Ayame, I don't see Ayame getting more than like 30, 40 viewers. I'm gonna be honest. I like Ayame. I like Ayame a lot. But Ayame's like a little bit more to herself, I feel. Like she doesn't, I would watch her stream, you know, there's nothing wrong. If you're averaging 30, 40 viewers, that's still phenomenal. You know, I just don't see her going mainstream. I don't see her fucking exploding, that's all, you know. I don't see her pulling in massive monstrosities of numbers. 3 viewers. 3 viewers. He's struggling to hit affiliate. He's struggling to hit affiliate. He's sitting there, he's putting in his affiliate application, and he's just not getting there. Nobody ever heard of him. It's just 2, 3 viewers, and his 2, 3 viewers are him on his alt, his mom, and, like, his grandma. Yuki? Nah, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Yuki's cut out for the streaming world. Yuki's not cut out for the streaming world, bro. He's got his strengths. Don't get me wrong. This is not a Yuki slander, but everyone has talents. And some people have talents, and some people, you know, you're good at some things, you're not good at other things. I think Yuki gets his own little community. I do. But I don't see that community exceeding, like, 12 viewers. I think he's averaging 12 CCV. Better than Mitch. He's affiliated with Twitch, but I don't see him getting past that. What we got here? Ooh, Hyoka Maki. Maki has great vibes. Maki has great vibes. I could definitely see Maki pulling an audience. I don't think she'd partner. But I think she'd be close. I think she'd be at like 60, 70 CCV for sure. Maki would get 1K. I don't know. I don't know enough about Maki to really, like, deliver that. 1K seems crazy to me. But, like, I could definitely see her in the 60s, 70s. Kind of, shut up. Wait, it's her birthday today? It's her birthday today! Happy birthday, Maki! Nobody even knew it. We found that out now. If you made it this far into the YouTube video, if you're watching on YouTube, go to the comments, type happy birthday, Maki. It's her fucking birthday. Oh my god. Happy birthday, Hyoka Maki. Shit, dude. Nobody told me. Nobody even knew. It's her birthday. Oh my goodness. 60, 70 CCV. I stand by that, though. Ay. Oh, I gotta do a raffle for Maki's birthday, bro. I gotta. Yo, join the birthday raffle that we host for Hyoka Maki. Damn, dude. Ray Makaru as a streamer? Shit, dude. 120 CCV. 120 CCV. I think she's around Haru's area. I think Rei would make great moves, but I think she's lacking some things you need as a streamer. I could definitely see her doing, like, educational streams, which I've seen people do, and usually those streams are around 100 to 300 viewers. I'm thinking 120 CCV to 150 CCV. That's what I'm thinking. And then lastly, my boy, Kakeru Yamaguchi. Kakeru Yamaguchi. So here's the thing. I could see Kakeru sitting there playing, like, Call of Duty, right? And if Kakeru's just sitting there playing Call of Duty, bro's probably getting, like, 20, 25 CCV. But if bro plays, like, Ace Attorney, oh my god. Oh my god, dude. If he plays Ace Attorney, dude's gonna have, like, 80, 90 people watching, bro. Easy. His viewer count's gonna quadruple. Because he's gonna bring the energy needed. For sure. Quaker Oats 8102 with the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. W's in chat for that. Thank you. That's so generous of you to pay for 5 people to watch the stream in the best form. Thank you. So nice of you. That's all. That's very generous. Yeah, no. There is one more we missed, isn't there? There is one more we missed. Yamato Kisaragi. I don't know enough about this guy, but based on the energy that I saw earlier, he'd be partnered. I'd say that. I think he'd be partnered. I have to talk to him, but we might be looking at 1,000 CCV kind of guy. He's an idol? Oof. Is he? I thought he was just the ultimate inventor acting a little goofy. Yeah, you know, maybe you're right. Maybe he's just in the 1,000, 2,000 CCV. I think we'd have some successful streamers among the group. I do. What? His FTEs are translated. What? Oh! That's not the way I walked from. Oh, I found Kisaragi. Kisaragi, eh? Oh. What? The person with Kisaragi is Kurokawa? She was awake? However, what's with this atmosphere? Yamato. Oh, hello. Why is Yamato is like that? Lady, I guess I'm sick because I'm not feeling well, and you seem to be in the same status. Your face turned blue and you're getting discolored. How did this happen? Why? Ow. Ah, I see. You've got many things to say. You also seem very excited, too. You want to hear my adventure story? You want to hear me out, then? But I refuse! I can't tell you. Yamato, until now, you were far away. I don't know what you're saying. Straight up. Use your mouth language. I want to say, Yamato, to you. Oh. What is happening to her? Oh my god, this chapter's horrible. Stop. Stop torturing Kako! Yamato. Dude, I am not happy. Why do they keep hurting Kako? If they keep hurting Kako, I'm gonna crash the fuck out. What? Kurokawa, she's still in a bad shape. But Kurokawa's attitude towards Kisaragi is awfully strange. It seems like some kind of relationship. But why am I hiding and eavesdropping? The purpose here was to talk to Kisaragi in the first place. Hey, Kisaragi! You! Oh, shit. He hates us. He wants us to die. We met a little bit ago in the morning. I'm Yuki Maeda. Hey, I want to talk to you. Yuki Maeda? It's this again. I haven't done anything, but Kisaragi stared at me fiercely. When I saw him talking with Kurokawa, he was normal. It seems like I'm the exception. Why? Hey, take it easy, man. Why do you look so angry? I just wanted to greet you. You want to say hello? Well, that's right. Please don't be angry all the time. I didn't do anything. It's a little sad to be the target of anger. Yuki Maeda, aren't you a bad person? Huh? Why am I a bad person? Well, it's kind of weird to call yourself good, but I wouldn't say I'm a bad person. Then you are actually a good person? Good, bad, I mean, if we pick one, personally, I think I'm nice. Good. Oh, a change of heart. Bright as light. More than previously. You say you're good. Monokuma said that Kisaragi had a problem in his brain. Although the conversation is difficult to comprehend, it doesn't seem impossible. Kisaragi seems to have loosened up the boundaries. Yeah, I mean, if I had done anything wrong, please tell me, for sure. Don't be angry for no reason. I'll fix it somehow. You, Yuki Maeda. No fault, that's it. Is it like that? Maybe I misunderstood? Misunderstanding, perhaps? I mean, I heard that you were a student who just entered Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate inventor. So, you're a classmate? I said my greetings to you once. Well, they said you had a little problem in your brain, but since you're my friend, tell me if there's anything difficult going on. I would try my best to help you. And I'd like you to be able to talk to the others too. Although there were more of us who are already gone. Ah, I see. Alright. All good. Understood. Got it. He was angry at first for no reason, so I thought it would be difficult to get close to each other, but it seems to have been a minor misunderstanding. It's still a bit complicated to talk, but Yuki moving on from Kinjo? Well, you know, Yuki did say that Kisaragi was, like, handsome. You know what I mean? He did say, he said those words. He said, Kisaragi, this handsome fuck. He said that! No, he did! Remember when he found the picture on that one fabled day? He was like, oh my gosh, so handsome. He said that shit. Pretty sure he snorted a line after saying that. He just likes blue hair. You blue hair fucker, you. Makaru says that Kisaragi is the most likely candidate to be the Mastermind. But I don't feel that way as a result by talking directly. Is it because of the brain damage? Or maybe he's acting like an innocent person. Either way, until Makaru calls us, we have to keep investigating. For now, I think it should be okay to know more about Kisaragi. You are now able to spend free time events with Yamato Kisaragi. Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna do that. I don't think we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we really gonna do that, chat? Come to think of it, this was originally a wall with nothing in it. And then one day, this became Kisaragi's private room. Well, maybe it was Monokuma's doing. It's not surprising that a new student arrives and you construct enough to make a new room. I'm not really surprised about anything anymore. Well then, let's move. Afternoon. Vodka, please, we need this. Can we check on Kinjo? Yuki, go check on your boyfriend, Yuki. Yuki Maeda, go check on your boyfriend right... Do his FTE? I'll do it for 1 sub. Kinjo! Which friend's memento do you wish to buy? Did we already do this? I think we did. 126 medals. Objects. Form C, first aid. External lumen, Longinus spear. Cardio endurance, precise aiming. What's Yamato's skill? I mean, I guess that is a reason to hang out with him. The only reason I was a little hesitant about hanging out with him is because some people say that I take too long to play the game and get through the game. So, you know, I was a little worried about, you know, exhausting time. Because I know people really want to get to all the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, if you guys are saying you're okay with it, and you're saying his skill is good, and you're saying you want it anyways, I mean, mayhaps... I could be convinced on this day. Mayhaps. Who cares, Vodka? Have fun playing the game. Well, now don't get it twisted. I always have fun playing the game. I've just kind of grown accustomed to free time events, like not doing them. You know what I mean? Like I am having max fun with the game. But there just hasn't been FTEs that I can do. So, like, I kind of got used to that. I think if there were FTEs that I could do, then, like, this wouldn't be, you know, this wouldn't be, like, the thing. Like, we had, because we did Satsuki FTEs, which I'm not upset about, I think we had, like, 2 extra episodes in Chapter 4. But if you guys are telling me you don't mind, and, you know, YouTube doesn't mind, I suppose. I suppose.
Break! Take off! Wing! Sky is loud! Yuki's approaching me. Oh, it is touching.
What? The fuck did you just say to me, boy? Sure.
Oh, wanna play? Then I'll be your opponent, is that it? Playing. I'll do that. I somehow had a conversation with Kisaragi, who was a bit difficult to understand. I think my relationship with Kisaragi has improved a little. Would you like to give a gift to Kisaragi? Sure. That is one thing we could have bought was gifts. I think I messed up, chat. We might need to do a reload here if we don't have any good gifts. If we don't have any good gifts, we might have to do... I forgot our game got reset!
So, in the last stream, we had to bypass to Chapter 5, and that got rid of all of the presents that we were sitting on.
You didn't see anything, Kisaragi. You didn't see me reach into my bag for nothing. Look at the boot up. Look at the boot up. I do not remember saving here. That's hilarious. Bro, am I... Yuki, oh shit, am I interrupting something? God damn, Yuki. God damn, oh my, our bad. Yo, chat, our bad. Shit, look away. God damn. I like how we load in. Black screen. Dude, it loads in. It's a black screen. Black screen just goes to this. I'm like, oh, what am I interrupting? God damn. Kissing in front of Kako's room is crazy. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yuki wants blue-haired men. It shows. It shows. All right, I do think we want to do another save in here just in case the gifts are not gifting. But without further ado, let's
Let's go gambling. Spin the wheel. I'm gonna do 26 spins. Vitamins. Handwritten sign was obtained. Antique teacup set. I don't know what he wants. Oversized plushie. I'm keeping the 100 medals though. Fountain pen. Trophy. Hula hoop. Come on, give me something good. Speed shoes. Just let me put those on. Encyclopedia. You know, I don't know what it is, but I actually really like the skills in this game because the trials are difficult. Like, the trials, there's so much to lose. And because of that, it makes the skills actually super good to have. I fuck with the skills in this game. Green drink was obtained. Trophy. Let me know when I have enough stuff. Bandages. Bandages. Come on, bro. Bandages. Come on! Bandages. Come on! Anything else? Bandages, 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 glasses, teddy bear, bandages, boom, party stick, teddy bear, teddy bear, teddy bear. I want to stop. I just keep losing. Well, I sure hope he wants some bandages. Here's what I got. Let me know if this is gonna be good enough. Is this good enough? Antique mug, fountain pen, air gun, cosmetics, goggles. It's not even goggles, it's Googles. I got Googles, whatever the fuck that means.
Hi Vodka. Hope you have a good holiday. I'm wondering if you plan to play the second game of Danganronpa Another after you finish the first one.
Dude, I don't know why the TTS audio is so low. I gotta figure out how to fix that, but I heard it. Quaker Oats asking if I'm gonna play the second Danganronpa Another. I don't know. So here's my thing, is that I want to, but I feel like when I play it is super important. And a big reason why I'm playing DRA is, this was a reward for September. So in September, we did a subathon, and we reached, like, the goal of, like, 1,400 subs, and I promised that I would play DRA. And I'm happy to say that I'm enjoying it. I'm glad we reached the sub count, and we met the goal. I don't really have that in place for this, you know what I mean? So, like, I believe you guys that it's good, but here's my thing. I would like to play SDRA2 right before 2x2, or right after. I either want to play SDRA2 right before 2x2 and go from SDRA2 into 2x2, or go from 2x2 into SDRA2. The problem is, we don't have a release date for 2x2. That's my problem. That's like where I stand currently, is I don't want to play DRA, and then, let's say January, we play SDRA2, and then after that, I, maybe try out some other stuff. Maybe I finish Chapter 3 of Your Turn to Die. Maybe I play Genosha, because that's been on my list. Maybe I play some of the visual novels or Deltarune-esque games that have been on my list, right? Or I play, like, Zero Escape. And then we lose a bunch of DR viewers, right? We lose a bunch of DR viewers, and then 2x2 comes out, and we lost our momentum before 2x2. So I'd rather go into 2x2 with as much momentum as possible. So the answer of SDRA2, will it come? There's like a 95% chance, yes, I will be playing it. I'm excited to play it. But I need to know when 2x2 comes out, because I think as a streamer, when you play titles is very important. And I want to keep momentum going. I know the real ones, like the real ones who are here for me and like support me, I know that they'll come through for, like, Zero Escape. They'll come through for, fucking the weird horror games that I'll be playing. You know, I'll know they'll pull through regardless, but, I think 2x2, I have a prediction. I think that Danganronpa 2x2 will probably be the most popular series and biggest series that I ever stream. I think that those will be my biggest streams of all time. So much so that I'm actually nervous. I'm actually, like, part of me is nervous to stream 2x2. I'm predicting we have, like, over 1,000 CCV. I think we will. I think we'll have over 1,000 CCV. I just want to make sure that, you know, we have as much momentum as possible for that. So yes, the moment I find out when 2x2 comes out, you guys will probably hear an announcement of when SDRA2 will be played. Ideally, I want to start it 1 month before or a month and a half before 2x2. So if we get an announcement, 2x2 is coming out in February, then I'm playing SDRA2 in January. If it comes out in May, then I'm probably playing SDR2 late January. Something like that. Anywho, we got 2 teddy bear, 2 trophy, all the bandages, dumbbells, hula hoops. Surely he likes something. Anyways.
Come here, give me a kiss.
Why would you say that to him, Yuki? Yuki, Jesus! Why did Yuki say that? What the fuck? Did anybody see that text box? It came up real quick. The text box came up real quick. Oh, that didn't come off as demanding? No, it didn't. The only reason I gave you a detailed answer is because a lot of people have been asking it. I've been seeing it in chat a lot. So, like, you know, it was asked with some biddies. So I feel like I should give, like, a very good, thought-out answer that clears any confusion about when it would happen, you know? You know what I can promise you, though? For anybody that wants to know, you know what I can promise you? Been talking to my homie, Weeby Newz, and, you know, there's a very high chance that we do something DRA related after I finish the game. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Maybe I said too much, but that's all I'll say. We were talking about it. Might sit down, might do a discussion, might do a tier list, might do some gameplay. I don't know yet. I don't know. All I know is that we were talking about it. January seems like the month, so expect some Vodka Weeby collabs revolving around some DRA. So, yeah. Yeah. I have to go. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone. Hey, guys, watch this real quick. You guys are going to love this. You guys are going to love this. Yo, check this out real quick. Check this out. You have to go? Merry Christmas to you, too. Does anybody else need to leave? Does anybody else need to fucking leave? You think Merry Christmas is an excuse for leaving? For real. I'm going to leave because vodka's really rude. Let me help you out. What is this profile picture? Why do you have a picture of me, my face, copy-pasted on a tambourine monkey? Why is that a picture of me? Why, when I click on your profile, I see a picture of me, my face, copy-pasted on a tambourine monkey? Jale, thank you for the tier 1. Finally, something good happened. Thank you for the tier 1. Yuki has a thing for blue hair. He really does. He does. This is why people that got here from DRA are going to stick around, because they know if they leave, something bad's going to happen. Vodka, please stop yelling. Please, this isn't like you, Vodka-san. What the fuck is a Vodka-san? What even is that? What is a Vodka-san? Vodka, what happens if people leave quietly? I'm getting a bot set up. I've commissioned a bot to be created that if an account ever leaves my stream, it'll send me a little notification. Bro, still didn't time me out? Why is clicking you not working? Anybody else? Anybody else? Vodka, all this anger isn't good for the baby. What baby? What baby? I want to meow for you? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I have to wash my fish. I tire of these comments. In your belly? What am I, fat bastard? You think I'm fat bastard? Is that what you're calling me? You're calling me fat bastard. Get in my belly! Get in my belly! I would never leave one of your streams. I stayed from start to finish without fail. I'm looking at your chat history. I'm looking at your chat history. Vodka, I am an hour late to the live. I'm such a bad fan. Literally just said I would never leave one of your streams. I'm always here from start to finish. And then right here, I checked their message history. I was an hour late. What do I do? Do I just ban them forever? Like, I might just have to ban them forever. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think I have to ban them forever. What if you leave for 1 second? That's fine. You guys are allowed to leave. Just ask permission first. Is it so hard to say, hey, Vodka, gonna go make some breakfast real quick. BRB. I'm not mean. I'm not scary. Am I? No. By the way, check this out. 92. Look at this. 92 out of 100. If 8 more people subscribe, I get a pay increase. Do it, chat! I know you can do it. And I'll forgive you all for the sins that you display. Anyway, I want to hang out with Kisaragi. All right? No more interruptions. Break, takeoff, wings, sky is loud. Yuki's approaching me. Oh, it's touching. Wait, what does he mean it's touching? What does he mean by that? 167 viewers? I don't even know how. I'm gonna be honest, dude. To this day, it still bewilders me. When I play video games and there's like 100, 200, sometimes 300 people here, I think about that later in the day and I'm like, that can't be real. 167. Oh, 67, 67, 67. I was trying to be mean. Shut up! Shut up! I'm done! Kisaragi, hang with me. I can't look at these people anymore. Oh, want to play? Yes. Yes, anything but reading this chat. Then I'll be your opponent. Is that it? Playing. I'll do it. You know what the worst part is Kisaragi seems like someone who would definitely be alongside the 6'7" meme. He really does. He seems like somebody who would be. I somehow had a conversation with Kisaragi. It was difficult to understand. I think my relationship with Kisaragi has improved a little. Would you like to give him a gift? Yes. I'm going to give him a teddy bear. I'm going to give him a teddy bear. Teddy bear. This is Yuki right now. This is Yuki anytime Kisaragi does anything. That's Yuki. Anytime Kisaragi does anything. Anything. Clip that. Shut up! Whoa, a gift for me? The gift is very nice. It looks so cool. And I'm in a good mood now. Yo! Thank God he liked it. Thank God he liked it. I find him very attractive. I need him to like it. Yuki, what? Maeda. 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 Strange name. Yuki Maeda. Maeda. It's not strange. It's quite ordinary. But more importantly, Kisaragi, I wanted to ask you something. Ask? Oh, hit me with anything, bro. Kisaragi, are you into guys? Where are you from? Yuki, I see what you did there. That was a quick cover-up, Yuki. Monokuma said you're a transfer student, but this school is completely disconnected from the outside world. Do you know the current situation at all? Monokuma is a terrible criminal. He's kidnapped and forced us to kill each other. I know. Huh? It feels like we're in an amusement park. I feel like I'm dreaming. My room is really cool. Right? Right?
What the fuck?
It seems like Kisaragi was serious there for a moment. Maybe I'm just imagining things. But Yuji Maeda, Yuko? Was it? Huh? Should it be like that? Completely unconventional. Yeah. What? My name is Yuki. Yuki. More importantly, he had no issue when Tamori was like, can I call you you? He had no issue. He was like, if you want. Okay. That's what he was doing. Don't be getting all goofy on Kisaragi, bro. For doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? My name is Yuki. More importantly, I have no idea what you're talking about. Calm down and say my name slowly. Shiro. I wonder if it's, come to think of it, yes, that girl. I'm curious about the status of that student. An outburst. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. But if I lead the conversation, simple communication like a yes or no might be possible. You're thinking of Mikako? Wait. Do you know Mikako Kurokawa? She seemed to know you. Oh, Mikako. Of course I know her. About her? I seem to be, however, remember much? Yeah, no, I don't seem to. Okay, I don't know what this guy's saying. What were you saying about Mikako? Are you saying that you know her, but you can't remember much? No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Something more would be different. A problem. Oh. Kisaragi, what is it? Something like rubbing in your head, stinging, excruciating violent pain. Oh, a physical condition decline. Can it improve? You have a headache? Is that what you're saying? Similar to Mikako, you get headaches. Mikako Kurokawa. Does not matter. Don't put words in my mouth. The moment you put it in your mouth, the intensifying pain comes like a wave. Oh, it hurts! It hurts! Oh, it hurts! Yamato going to spend time in my bed laying down. Spend break in bed! Kisaragi suddenly started to cry and complain about his headache, and then he returned to his room? I don't know what the fuck just happened, but Kisaragi seems to have some kind of connection to Mikako. They complained about similar headaches. They can't deny that something is suspicious about it. Record of Yamato Kisaragi has been updated in the electronic student handbook. It's getting late. I decided to return to my room. Phew. It's evening already. Another day goes by like this. Vodka, guess who's back from clown school? Does that mean you're able to gift lots and lots of subs because clowns make $80,000 a year? I do hope you became the ultimate clown while you were gone. I hope you lived up to your potential. Oh, funny. So I'm your daughter? What if I just closed the stream and never came back? Another day goes by like this. It was just yesterday when our spirit rised up. And it was yesterday when Haruhiko and Satsuki died. It's only been a single day, but it felt like a long time ago. Vodka, you kind of look like Suction Cup Man? What the fuck does that mean? What is Suction Cup Man? There are moments when, like, I do stuff on stream and I'm like, man, I wish I never did that. This is one of those moments. If I could go back in time 5 minutes, I would have ignored your chat. Don't ever call me that again. Stop cheering. Stop cheering. Stop cheering. Stop cheering. We have to get out of here. For my dead friends. What the fuck? Who's being so aggressive? One moment, why are you slamming? It's definitely Makaru. Of course. Makaru! Or I'm sorry, Makaru! Come to my room a little later once the nighttime announcement goes off.
Oh! You're here to invite me to your room? Okay.
She goes right back without adding anything else. You kind of look like Penny Nichols. What? What? Huh? This girl? This girl right here? What? No, I don't. I don't know who the fuck all these other people are, but, like, no, I don't. That's a girl with big round glasses and freckles. I look nothing like her. Luma Fowl, yes you do, I see it. Huh? Who the hell are the rest of these people? I'm done with this look-alike nonsense. I don't look like any of the people you're naming. I don't. She goes right back without adding anything else, probably because we're conscious of the camera. There is nothing to lose, at least by following Makaru's words. Hiya. This is a school announcement. It's now 10 p.m. Soon it'll be nighttime. The dining hall will have its doors closed. Now then, have pleasant dreams and good night. Everyone's gathered, Ray. Yeah. I'll say it again and again, but we can't stay for long. So you better open your ears. Listen carefully, as I will only talk about this. I will only talk about what is absolutely necessary and then leave swiftly. Didn't you say you found something when we reported the— I gotta pee so bad, chat. No. I know that we've been having a lot of interruptions this stream. Listen, YouTube's gonna be pissed. YouTube is gonna be pissed because it's been nothing but fucking interruptions. But you don't understand, chat. I have to pee so bad. Talk to this banana. There you go. No, talk to the banana. If you've made it this far into the YouTube video, ask a question to the banana. I have to pee. No. I have to pee. Talk to the fucking banana. be my American boy, American boy. Take me up to your house and we'll go someday. I really want to kick it with you. You'll be my American boy, American boy. Didn't you say you found something when we reported the investigation? If we look at what we couldn't say in the dining room, is it so important that it's dangerous if the Mastermind hears it? Did you find out who the Mastermind is? No, it's nothing like that. Ray, then why? You seemed to be taken by surprise back then. Guys, don't tell Vodka, but he kinda can't sing. Jeez, it's a little serious that you guys haven't caught on. Makaru? Just listen for a moment. There are two things I found out. Of course, I'm not sure of this. It's just my guess anyway, but the chances are high on this. First, do you all remember what I said this morning? What do you mean? A significant amount of time has passed since we entered Hope's Peak Academy, and we don't remember it. You mean this hypothesis that you said before? Ah, I remember. I thought Ray was trying to drive Makako away. Of course, I had that intention before I could explain it properly. Monokuma brought that transfer student and it ended abruptly. We lost our memories. Maybe this isn't a hypothesis. No way. Even so, the fact that all 15 of us had amnesia is such an absurd story, right? Yeah, surely that wouldn't happen in several games. Shut up and listen first. I'll explain it methodically. As Makaru said that, she took a piece of paper out of her pocket. This paper it's the summary of questions I've been asking since we've been here. Nothing special. So far, thoroughly, yeah. Unlike us, you're very thoughtful. First, it was right after Kinji Uhura's execution ended, when I began to suspect about amnesia. Most likely when Maeda and I last spoke about this topic.
Oh, you mean when the 4th floor just opened? I'm sorry, but even up to that time, I thought Makaru was testing me out again. Ha! I couldn't really believe it.
It was around that time, but as more and more fitting clues kept coming out, I changed my mind. Remembering what I talked about with Maeda back then, remembering the video Monokuma showed us right before Uhura was executed. The horrible video of the children's corpses. Is that the one you're talking about? It's not enough to kill a person. It's not enough to leave them rotting. How much more cruel can this Monokuma be? Yes, they were decayed. That's where I first got my doubts. Uhura said that after we fainted. He woke up earlier than us and met face to face with Monokuma. At that time, the priest identified the children being hostage by Monokuma and even spoke to those kids directly. This was the day of the entrance ceremony. It must have been about 2 weeks before. Uhura was even executed. I mean, even if the children were killed right after talking to Uhura, it's only been 2 weeks since they would have died. There's a problem with that. Is it possible to rot that fast and turn into a skeleton in only 2 weeks? Huh? A test question? I don't know. I can't think straight. Same goes for me. If we look at it as 0 and X, is it X? I can't be sure since it was filmed, but I'm right. The answer is impossible. If it wasn't artificially tampered with, or in a really specific environment, then naturally, at this time, the things that I have been worrying about, we found the notice in the library that Hope's Peak Academy was due to be closed, and our group photo of us that Maeda saw in the art room connecting these two. Dude, they are talking about this way too long. Listen, I'm gonna say one thing. We all get it. We all get it. We do. Like, we kind of get it and we kind of don't. It's a Danganronpa thing. You know what I mean? You're not gonna play this game and not have played Danganronpa before. I don't believe that. I don't think that anybody's gonna play this game and just not have played Danganronpa. You know what I'm saying? We get it. We get it. Connecting these two, it was the first time that I thought of the possibility of amnesia. Unbelievable. But then what next? Well, I wasn't sure at the time, so I kept it as a hypothesis, but when I heard Satsuki's last words yesterday, I started to think about it again. Oh, maybe you mean the picture Haru discovered that mentioned Satsuki? That's right. This is really speculation, but if we already met before, wouldn't our bodies react first, even if we don't remember, like looking at a picture of your lover? You mean, before we lost our memories, Kobushikawa and Satsuki were lovers? Don't take it seriously, because this is all a guess. The reason I think this way is because it's almost impossible to give up your life for the sake of someone you just met here, no matter how good or natural their relationship was. Thinking about that picture, Haruhiko's head vaguely recognized his old memories. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm looking down at their spirit of sacrifice. Something is weird. I didn't expect such a romantic comment coming from Makaru. It's not like that, you idiot. This is something that needs to be scientifically explained. In the case of the momentary amnesia, by showing clues such as the flashback of old memories or hypnosis. Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry, calm down and explain it again, please. Anyways, it was something like that. Another clue was the newspaper article that Maeda and Akane found this morning. You mean the newspaper clippings with the date in the future? Indeed. It's the future from our point of view. However, if we substitute it from amnesia... You know, this is something I don't get. Why is it in the DR games that, like, Monokuma always, like... I don't know, he's, like, breadcrumbing. He's, like, showing bits and pieces of, like, things that they don't really need to know. Like, do we actually have, like, a scientific... This is the canonical reason Monokuma does this? Does Monokuma want them to, like, get out? Like, I don't... You know what I mean? I've always wondered that. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, just let them go crazy and kill each other, right? That's the whole purpose. Because he's messy? I guess. Danganronpa's a show, so he's trying to spice things up. He wants drama. These are, like, valid answers because he's bored. That's probably the most valid answer, is that he gets bored. I'm gonna be honest, chat, I'm getting bored. This conversation needs to hurry along. I want to hang out with Kisaragi and find out more about Kisaragi. I do. Indeed, it's the future from our point of view. However, if we substitute it from amnesia here, can we still see it in front of... I don't know what they're saying. Yeah, I get it. Fucking whatever. Future bullshit. We all have amnesia. We used to know each other, but now we don't. Yeah, I get it. It's Danganronpa. Keep it going. Convo's too long? Well, it's too long because they were tackling this a little bit in the cafeteria already. This conversation's been tackled like 4 times throughout the game. If it's been quite some time since we entered Hope's Peak Academy, if it's been months, not only 3 weeks, the date of the newspaper is usually the beginning of the new semester. If it comes past, blah, 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 blah. No, but can you look at the newspaper content recklessly without pushing the amnesia theory? Are you saying the absurd thing that really happened? Anyone can tell that it's a manipulation. Oh, is it a manipulation? Is it not a manipulation? I'd rather give it more credit than this is a possible thing to do, though. Listen, I might be speeding through it, but we all know what the concept is, right? Like, we all get it. Think about it. Is there anything that has not happened since we gathered here? In the beginning, our situation itself became dangerous from the get-go. That's it. I can't object to it. And was it the biggest and most desperate event in human history? I've read the articles slowly, and it's no exaggeration to say that the world has been destroyed. The world has been destroyed? Impossible. No, it's not way over the end of the world. I think it's at least enough to cause the collapse of human society itself. But there's no difference. No, even if I think carefully, it's beyond the realm of speculation. This is a joke. The world coming to an end? That literally can't happen. You brainless fool. That's just your own opinion. The world we live in isn't as perfect as we might think. No one knows when it will suddenly collapse for certainty. So here's my thing too. if they find this out, right? Like, Ray locks in, they figure this out. Do you just, like, stay and hang out? Because you gotta factor in that the cops haven't come yet, right? The cops haven't come yet. You figured out that the world outside's probably destroyed. Society has fallen. Even Monokuma has implied that the world's fucked and you should just stay here. Do you just stay here and get fed infinitely and hang out with your friends and enjoy the stuff you have going on? Like, enjoy the casino, enjoy the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't... No, like, for real. Chat, if the world was destroyed tomorrow and human society fell, and you were told, hey, you're not allowed to go outside, you're not allowed to go into the fucking hellscape outside. That's assuming Monokuma will feed them endlessly? Well, this was confirmed in DR1. You know, the cursed photo in DR1, the cursed-ass photo in DR1, where they do the alt path, where, you know the alt path in DR1? But the chapter 4 starving? I mean, yeah, this Monokuma's built a little different, but it was Monokuma himself who said they all just need to stay here and, like, relax. And then in chapter 4, he was really off his meds. But, I don't know. Like, if you just look at Monokuma and be like, alright, you're right, we're chilling. I mean, like, I don't know. Also, how does he get infinite food? If you slay Monokuma and then you figure out how he's getting infinite food and you keep it going, I feel like that is a solution, but I don't know. No one knows when it will suddenly collapse for certainty. In the end, the Earth has already experienced hundreds of crises that could lead to a nuclear war. The fact that society is being maintained like this is fortunate enough to surpass first place in a lottery. Okay, yeah, whatever. Even so, if that's true, if the real world is doomed, then I don't see a reason to leave this school anymore. Okay, thank you. It was said. All right, it was said. Teruya said it. How are we supposed to live on when you tell me the world is just gone? Teruya. Here we go. Here we go. Don't be so discouraged. As I keep saying, this is all but a guess at this point, but also one with a very high probability. The biggest and most desperate event in human history. Actually, we may already know what it's supposed to be the aftermath of. What are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about? Like, what are we talking about? The motive Monokuma showed us before Maki died. I don't know if each of you have seen it. Yo, Makaru's smart, though. I'm gonna give that to her. I mean, we already knew this, but Makaru's very smart. But the article on this newspaper is true. Wouldn't it also explain all the videos? It can't be. If that video, if it's really true, then my family's already... Actually, Hotno and Mitch's words just added more credibility. The FIFA headquarters was attacked, the land being destroyed so much that it's impossible to run anymore. Wouldn't this match what this article says? To sum it all up, after entering Hope's Peak Academy and spending a normal school life, meanwhile, the biggest and most desperate event in human history occurred. Somehow we survived, with our memories removed by someone, and then we suspected each other, in a place we didn't even recognize. That is what happened. Yeah, I mean, Makaru's smart as fuck. I know I've butted heads with Makaru a lot, but, like, she's just fucking smart, dude. Like, she's putting the pieces together. Good for her. I wish they would stop talking about it, but, like, I guess they gotta talk about it at some point. Such a thing. I can't believe it. But after listening to you, Ray, I wonder if it's alright to say that everything was true. Then the article that said that Hope's Peak Academy was the epicenter of the incident, we, who are the students of this academy, have nothing to do with it all? But then why? Why us? Why are we the only ones in Hope's Peak Academy? What happened to the other students? Are we really the only ones alive like this? Don't get angry at me, you fool, because this isn't confirmed yet. Well, I don't know the details, but I can think of one reason why we're in this predicament. Of the 15 of us, no. Isn't it because the Mastermind is among the 16? So that's the idea. Are you still doubting Mikako and Kisaragi? Oh my god, it's Mitch! Jesus Christ! No, I don't know about that. Huh? Then what other option is there? In the morning, you were suspicious of Kurokawa and Kisaragi. If it's not that, other than those two, then who the heck is it? Don't make a fuss and listen first. This is not yet certain, let alone conjecture. This is just my own imagination, dude. If she says she thinks it's Mitch or someone who died, I'm going to shit my pants on live. We just said that our memories have been erased, right? But what if the Mastermind is in the same state? Huh? What do you mean, Makaru? Are you saying the Mastermind erased their own memory? Only if. See, that doesn't make sense to me, though, because someone is still controlling and navigating Monokuma, right? He's not a free spirit. Someone has to be controlling from a control room, watching us through the cameras. Somebody has to be. And it has to be someone that hasn't been around. It's gotta be Mitch. Only if. It's just one possibility. But if that were really true, then it won't matter who the Mastermind is. It could be anyone. It could be Maeda. It could be Akane. It could be Otori. Whoa! Or maybe it's me! Or maybe it's me who's saying all this right now. I don't want to approach this line of thinking. Maybe they already died! Maybe it was Maki! I don't want to approach this line of thinking, but it's not good to lie in a partnership, so I'll be honest with you. I'm afraid. If this hypothesis were to be true, and if I were the Mastermind, the more I would dig, the more I'll deny my existence. The more they'll deny their existence. Well, so, like, Yuki's had instances, though, where he's, like, the text has like, gone red, and he's thought, like, really twisted thoughts. Could it actually be Yuki? That would be a crazy plot twist. Makaru, for the first time we met, trembled slightly and showed her own weakness. Self-denial of her own existence. It would be self-destruction for Makaru, who values perfection the most. Ray, I'm sorry. I said that I could come along if we're to catch the Mastermind, but suddenly it ended up like this. After the hype... No, I don't think there was any memories wiped. I think Mitch has always been Mitch, and I think Mitch knew what he was doing. I think Mitch was the Mastermind all along. That's what I think. Mitch and Mitch? You think that there's two Mitches? Like, similar to how, like, there's Junko and Mukuro? You think that there's Mitch and Mitch? They look exactly the same. They just look exactly the same standing side by side. They're both evil as fuck. Mitch and bitch. After the hypothesis of the amnesia, I came up with this theory while thinking about the Mastermind. Since then, I've gotten a terrible chill down my spine and became mentally exhausted. This appearance doesn't fit me at all. Not to me. So forget about that for now. Makaru, you must be a human too. What did you think she was, a fucking alien? I'd be afraid of myself too if I had that feeling. Stupid! I just paused for a moment to tell you to forget it. Our goals still don't change. Makaru shouted in embarrassment. It took just a moment to catch her breath. Then looked down at the paper and spoke again. It's just one of the numerous cases. I think it's unlikely, so let's put this issue aside for now. Wait, you've been suspicious of Kurokawa and Kisaragi all this time. So what made you think about this so suddenly? To be honest, it was simply by process of elimination that made me doubt them. I felt like there was something unconventional about the two of them being the Mastermind. I do agree. Something, maybe the amnesia, they're like fighting it a little harder than the rest. You know, maybe it's like a special case scenario or something. What if that unpretentious appearance is not the acting of the Mastermind? What if you really don't know that you are the Mastermind? What if you don't know your true self? If that's the case, then we we don't even realize that we could be the Mastermind. If that's true, it's impossible to know the Mastermind's true nature. Yes, but it's unlikely to do that. If you erase your own memories in the first place, even as the Mastermind, it'll be impossible to do any follow-up. There would be no plan or anything at all. That's what I'm saying. You need some sort of function for Monokuma, though. They would have only had one chance. If the Mastermind is someone who's really good at acting, then even with their unpretentious appearance, could be acting as well. They would be considered a huge smokescreen for all we know. Hey, if that's the case, wouldn't it be more realistic to conclude that there's no Mastermind among us? Kurokawa's suspicious, and we suspect them because of Kisaragi's existence. Conversely, there's no guarantee. So I have a very, like, weird theory. But, like, my theory, I don't know. There's something that happened in an earlier chapter, chat. So when I go to work, I think about this game a lot. And I theory craft. And there's something that happened that, like, makes me feel some kind of way. And I don't, like, I'm trying to articulate a theory in my head to make it make sense. Okay, so I'm going to explain this real quick, and it's going to be, like, kind of hard to explain. So, in Danganronpa 2, they're in, like, a virtual space, right? And in the virtual space, so, like, here's my thing. Something happened with Akane that weirds me out. And I've been thinking about it for a while. Okay? It was in chapter 3, in Uhura's chapter, the entire reason Uhura made a move is because it was stated that Akane was gonna have a breakdown, right? And initially, I thought that that breakdown would have been triggered, but we never heard anything about a trigger happening. So I started to craft a Danganronpa 2 theory that maybe we're in some sort of time loop or something. I don't mean like time loop, but we're in some sort of like simulation. And the reason why they knew each other, and the reason why there's these pictures from the past and shit, maybe isn't the fact of amnesia, but is the fact that they are in some sort of like torture simulation, and they're running through this, and actually they're all like laying down in some facility, and they're being run through this, and that's why we have these like past pictures and past things. And yeah, because it's a game. That was essentially my thought. So I really, like, I had that theory in my head. I never really vocalized it. But when the Akane issue occurred, when it was stated to Uhura by the Mastermind, Akane is about to, like, freak out, break down. This is gonna happen. Like, this is gonna happen. You're gonna have a big opportunity. So I immediately thought, okay, someone's fucking with Akane's mental health. This is gonna trigger something, right? But it was never stated that that happened. And, like, I didn't know, like, so my thing is that the only way you can predict that is if, like, this is like, something that's happened before, right? If you, like, if they are in some sort of simulation game, and Ayame died before, and Akane acted like XYZ, right? But then, like, why? Because Monokuma's doing, like, extra. But the reason I'm bringing this up now is that they're talking about amnesia and all this shit so much at this point, that my theory kind of is out the window. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had this theory that I was brewing in my head that it's just a game, and that theory kind of disappears with how much they're talking about it. So now I'm sitting here and I'm asking the question, how did the prediction about Akane happen? And I'm like sitting here and I'm like deeply fucking confused how Monokuma or the Mastermind was able to predict this. And I'm trying to, like, figure that out. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I obviously, like, don't spoil anything for me or anything. I don't know if it was a translation thing, but I'm not wrong, right? Like, Uhura never stated what happened. All he stated was, hey, I heard from, like, the fucking shadows that, like, this is my time to strike. I have to kill someone. You know, could it be like Your Turn to Die, where they had AIs instead? So this is another theory I had, actually. Because someone stated earlier, is Makako and, like, Kisaragi, like, robots or something? I don't think so. I don't, that'd be really, like, left field. Maybe Monokuma was picking it with her to the point of that he knew it was going to happen. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, like, very... Uhura's whole situation. So, like, after that, I went to work and I thought about that trial and the whole fucking thing with Uhura and, like, the trigger and the event. It was really weird to me, and I thought that I figured out, like, the game. And now that they're doing all this, I'm, like, back at square one. It's just weird to me, dude. Yeah, so someone just said in the chat, wait, if they keep the bodies in capsules, do they bring it back alive somehow? When I saw the capsules, so I didn't say anything at the time, but when I saw the capsules, right, I thought for certain that my theory was 100. Yesterday, when I saw the capsules, I mean, Akane said she saw a video of Ayame, so it must have been, okay, all right, you know, that makes sense, actually. That makes sense. Defined Obsessed is correct a little bit. I forgot about that. She did see a video of Ayame. But, so, like, here's another thing that weirds me out, though. Monokuma said that he would give, like, he would give to the person who murders what their video shows. So if she saw Ayame, is this Monokuma on some bullshit? Or is it true that Ayame is actually alive somewhere in a simulation, and that if you would kill, you'd get out of the game, and, like, you and Ayame would be there, and you would be allowed to, like, move forward? Because it doesn't seem fair to promise that to Akane, and then if Akane goes through and kills someone, becomes the Blacken and succeeds. But my thing is like, Monokuma, like, it sucks to make theories because Monokuma's been a fucking jackass the whole game. Yeah, like, he didn't fulfill Kinji's request. Maybe she would just give her Ayame's dead body. Or maybe he would just give her Ayame's dead body. Yeah, that... maybe. But, I don't know. I don't know. I find the situation with the Akane breakdown prediction really weird. And I really just thought this was like a game simulation that they've been doing a few times now to help the Mastermind, like, get off from a larger point of view, or to showcase to the world to bring despair. I really thought that's what it was. But now, this chapter, they've talked about amnesia so much that, like, that theory's gone, and I'm just sitting here, like, trying to piece it together in my head confused. I'm gonna think on it more, but, I have a theory. I'm not gonna say it at this time yet, but I'm cooking something in my brain. I'm trying to piece the puzzle together. Victims and an unidentified third party is the Mastermind. If in the beginning, the Mastermind was the cause of the biggest and most desperate event in human history, it would mean that one of us committed such a world-class terrorism. Well, honestly, I agree with that. It doesn't make sense for one high school student to change the world. But if I were to put your words backwards, there's no guarantee that the Mastermind in our situation would be the same person or the same Mastermind who caused this human history. Right, but that's... Still, I agree with Maeda. It's hard to believe that there's a Mastermind among us, no matter what we faced. And there's the issue of controlling Monokuma too. That's another thing that weirds me out too. Is that, like, the reason why I give Mitch such a hard time is it was implied a few times, like, oh, the Mastermind is, like, alive and kicking in front of us. Well, then who the fuck's controlling Monokuma? At least in DR1, like, there was someone in the school controlling Monokuma. Just as Maeda said, there is no guarantee. Fine, but I'm just thinking of every possible outcome. Always try to think that there's a mastermind mixed with us. To be honest, everything we've seen so far is so vague that it doesn't feel real at all, but... Right. Even if it's true in theory, artificially erasing the memories of all of us, such a thing is practically impossible, unless you're in a game where they can reset the simulation. Not entirely unreasonable. When you think about the Kisaragi Foundation's scientific power, and again, we're talking about scientific power. Maybe they were working on fucking alternate reality shit. I don't know. I really think it's a DR2 thing, but I don't know. They're not giving me enough evidence to make that happen. It could be a Hajime situation where Yuki doesn't know he's the mastermind until Chapter 6. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Because Yuki was having, like, the weird dreams and the red text and shit. There is something up with Yuki, for sure. What is it? Didn't I say that I found out 2 things? One thing was about the amnesia we just spoke. And the other one is information about the Kisaragi Foundation. A little while ago, you said something about the scientific power of the Kisaragi Foundation. I literally said it, right? It's no exaggeration to say that the Kisaragi Foundation is already half a century ahead of cutting-edge science. Okay, so this pushes my theory. There are rumors that they are actually providing manpower to the US side, although they haven't formed a reliable source. The real Kisaragi Foundation can manipulate a human's memories? It wouldn't be impossible. Is one of the reasons why I initially thought the Mastermind was among us. Is there really a need for someone to control Monokuma? Because so far, it's moved on its own. That's what I'm saying. If she looks at me right now and said Monokuma can move independently, then we have some things to talk about. What Monokuma did? Actually, it's not a dream to create a Monokuma-type artificial intelligence robot with the skills. Yeah, but he responds to everything perfectly, like... I don't know, bro. The humanoid theory has already been completed. That's incredible, but Makaru, you didn't treat Monokuma as an artificial intelligence when they were here back then. At the time, I didn't know that the Kisaragi Foundation was deeply involved. But this hypothesis is also absurd, because that level of AI has already reached the level of human beings. Yeah, it functions on its own, dude. The Kisaragi Foundation? What is it? Why is the Kisaragi Foundation involved with us? Hope's Peak Academy. See you guys, happy holidays. Are you leaving? Ribbit the Frog, are you leaving? What do you mean happy holidays? See you guys. You guys sicken me. Yeah, there are a lot of possibilities, partner. I'm like, my head hurts from thinking about it. Certainly, that is the most important question. And the Kisaragi Foundation's marks was on the 5th floor's collection room and in the ballroom. About that, listen carefully to what I have to say for now, because it'll be very shocking. Huh? Why did you lower your voice? It's about what I found about the Kisaragi Foundation. That is... Huh? What are you guys doing in Makaru's room? I'm so sick of this bear! Stop interrupting during the important lore parts! I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on! Monokuma, seriously, stop appearing out of nowhere. What do you mean out of nowhere? More than that, I can't see in the surveillance camera again. What's wrong with this thing? Wasn't it always like that? Leave it. Did Monokuma catch a strange thing once, but twice now? Hey, it's nighttime already, and you don't even sleep in Makaru's room. You guys, I won't hesitate. What? We haven't done anything bad. Isn't it just a strange thing that there's 2 males and 2 females? Wait, what? 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 Whoa! Hey, fuck off. Whoa! You can't say the F word like that. You can't just say, whoa. Whoa. You can't just say the F word on live.
It was a joke, seriously. Their surveillance camera doesn't seem to work, so I'm here to check it out.
Why are you checking with us that your management is poor? What do you even know about surveillance cameras? We're not even going to sleep. We're just gathering to chat here. So hurry up and get out.
Is it really poor management? In my vivid mind, I think that you must have done something to the camera.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You know, right? If that's true, you're guilty of damaging the
What? Monokuma? Monokuma, who was using a usually strange way to speak, it became slightly different. More different than usual. And suddenly he stopped as if it died. What? It stopped speaking. Monokuma, what are you doing? Hey, hold on. This is somehow similar to back then. When? When Uhura's execution was over, Mikako Kurokawa went down the secret stairs, saying that Monokuma stopped. Does that mean the school is still closed? What's wrong with it? It's not even a computer before crashing. Ha.
It might be something like that.
Oh, he's back. What? My body's movements are getting dull.
Oh, no. It's not the movement that's dull. What? It can't be.
My body, move. 11 seconds have passed. It seems that there was enough time to move. Wait, what are you doing, Monokuma?
Wait, the system is a little bit... The camera isn't the problem now. I'm going to do a quick checkup now.
What the fuck? It's gone. What was that? Leave it alone, because we can't afford to worry about Monokuma. Also, I'd rather call it off for today. Huh? But we haven't heard the second fact that you were about to get into. I'll tell you about that tomorrow. As you may have seen before, Monokuma is slowly starting to notice the anomalies of my room. I'll come up with the other measures soon, so go back for now. You know, one way we can figure out if Mikako and Kisaragi are robots are to invite them into the room. Oh, that's so good. So we'll have to go to bed early for tomorrow. Honestly, I don't think I'll be able to sleep because of the story about my current memory loss. Well, I'll be going now. Oh my. Oh my. The music cut. Hello? Game? No way my game just froze. Game? Game? Oh, if my game froze, I'm gonna lose my shit, dude. I'm gonna lose my shit! Ain't no way! Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, my God. I almost had a heart attack. Monokuma heard you was shit-talking and broke the game. She went over and touched the bear, and then my shit froze. I'm like, is this her hacking? I was like, did Picardo just hijack my shit? Go, get to bed now. And sleep. The switch is off now. Right. But why a teddy bear? Stop worrying about it and go to sleep. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's a powerful jammer. She's hit me through the fourth wall. And then we decided to go to bed at Makaru's proposal. Let's go back to my room. Dude, if my shit starts lagging out, bro, I'm gonna deeply start to question Makaru as a character. She's just a fourth wall breaker, nothing else. Guys, I really hope you had fun today. I do. I hope you had fun. I know we probably didn't accomplish as much as we normally do, but hey, I got to hang out with you guys, and I don't get to do that every live stream. You know what I mean? Like, TikTok got shut down way early on. I didn't even bring it up. I saw the notice on TikTok. I didn't even bring it up. I said, fuck it. Shut off TikTok. And I got to focus on you guys. We talked about pets, animals, memes, theories. It was a great time. It was a great time. And, you know, we're not always going to get a ton of gameplay done, but that's all right. That's all right. We're here to hang out with each other.